everybody! Hello, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to another live with me, your lovely friend, Handcrafted by Gaz. Hello, I hope you're all doing well. I thought I would do a little cheeky live. Oh my gosh, that camera looks awful. Let me just adjust that out, because we don't want me looking like that, do we? Right, there we go. And just, there we are. That's better. I'll take that. Hello to Emma, hello to Shannon, hello to the lovely Pam, welcome on in Pam. Hello Laurie, I hope you're doing well my lovely. I hope everyone is doing well actually, because we've got these lovely packs to go through this evening guys. So this is my sneaky peek for you of the lovely Christmas Blockbuster that's just coming out from Hunkydory. So this launched today on Hobby Maker. I don't know why my camera's shaking, but yeah, okay. This launched today on Hobby Maker and will be launching tomorrow on Hunkydory themselves on the TV, on their TV thing, on YouTube type thing. My brain's not with me, but yeah, it's a thing that is happening tomorrow. So hopefully you'll get to see a few of my samples that I sent in on there because I am a member of the Hunkydory design team. So I was very graciously gifted this by Hunkydory to make said samples for them. So I'm going to show you through what I haven't used because I have actually used quite a fair bit of it to make the cards and they are lovely cards and I had so much fun. So once we've actually gone through these, I'm going to do a little project at the end as well. So I'll see what strikes me when we get to it. So I'm going to start off by showing you Festive Joy. So this is the lovely Festive Joy, and you can see here that I've only used a few little pieces of it because I couldn't bring myself to use the poinsettia because that is just so gorgeous, and you can see all of the accent foiling there as well, and I've still got the Noel, so all of these will actually line up on there as well, so you can make a nice built up topper. I really do like that one, that is a fun one. This one is, so that one was sparkling poinsettias. This one is a warm welcome, and I actually used some of this for making, and that one's popped out. But you get the idea. I really do like this one. It's the whole thing was just designed around the whole front of the house type of thing, and you can see all of that gorgeous foiling on there as well. So there is some lovely foily bits on there. I don't know if you could tell or not, but the Nutcracker was my favourite. So, yeah, the sample I actually made with this was an actual cracker. I made an actual cracker and decoupaged the entire Nutcracker up onto it. But I've still got that main topper left just there, and that's still just gorgeously effective. The glare from my lights is being a little bit of a... Let's just turn those down a bit to see if we can actually get... or I'll just turn them off. Whatever. As long as it... Oh, that's not good. That one will stay on. So, yeah, and you can see all of that gorgeous accent foiling on that one as well. And the really favourite ones I couldn't actually bring myself to use. So, this is Merry Woofmas from the Festive Joy. And I really want to make a arch card with that, a gatefold arch card. That is cute. I don't have anything with Nutcrackers. Shannon, if I could just buy an entire pack of just that Nutcracker, I would, because I want to make crackers with Nutcrackers on for every year. For the rest of my life. I think it would be amazing. So... Here we have the lovely Merry Woofmas, and I really like the fact that it's kind of just like looking at the dogs looking out the window at Santa flying by in the sleigh, and oh, I do want to make a gatefold arch card with that one at some point. That would be lovely. Oh, 1 second. Oh, bless me. That was a thing that happened. Do you get all of those in one pack? Yes, Emma, you do. So if you buy the Blockbuster, which is what I'm showing you just now, hopefully Yeah, those are on a funny angle because I put them like that, not on the camera. So you get all of these in the Festive Joy pack. If you buy the Blockbuster, you get all 4 packs. And I think on Hobby Maker they've got an ultimate collection that comes with the coordinating adorable scoreable cardstock, and you also get the inserts. So yeah, you do get everything that I'm going to show you in a pack. There are things missing from my packs because obviously I've used them to make cards. So this one is a Christmas chorus, and I thought this would actually make a nice one for Nan, or something, because it's got like kind of like that. It's also got that Salvation Army style brass band, and you've got like everyone around the Christmas tree. I think it is actually quite a cute one. And here we have New Year's for New Year's New Beginnings. So this is kind of like, again, this is for a New Year's card, and it's got these lovely little snowdrops on there. I don't know why I didn't use that one, but that one is actually really pretty, and I don't normally go, like a lot of you will know that I don't go for florals, so yeah, this is a bit of a new one for me to actually like. And then we've got classic Santa Claus. So 'twas the night before, well, 'twas the night, and we've got this really nice classic Santa. And we've also got the verses down at the bottom here as well. That's 'twas the night before Christmas, went all through the house, etc. And you've got the whole verse. You could actually just make that into a stepper card. That would look really nice. You could make 2 stepper cards actually, because you could have those on the stepper card too, on a separate stepper card. So yes. And here we have Merry and Bright. Now this was one I look at. The more I look at it, I'm kind of like, yeah, I really want to use it, because you've got these like kind of like classic candles, and it's kind of classic but with a new twist, if I could say that. It's something like that. So yeah, we've got the lovely Merry and Bright, and now we come on to the coordinating cardstocks with these. So you also get the coordinating cardstocks with all of them. Some of these again have been used, some of them may be missing because I have used them, but I can show you obviously what I still have left. I'm just going to wait for the camera to focus because apparently it doesn't want to. So we've got that lovely one that goes there, and we've got the lovely, that's a nice foiled one that goes with the snowdrops even. I am silly Nana. And I think this one goes with the dogs because it's got the little foiled paws going across the bottom. I love it. And then we've got the one that goes with the Nutcracker, which is gorgeous. And as you can tell, they do go well. So I believe each one comes with a foiled cardstock and just a plain cardstock as well. So that one will be a foiled one. You can see just on the highlightings just there. We have the snowdrops just there. And we've got the other one that goes with the Merry Woofmas. And the other one that goes with the Joy and the Home. That one's actually really nice. I should have used that one. And we've got this lovely foiled poinsettia, and I love the foiling on this because it's just so beautifully accented. It's gorgeous. And this is a part of what's left of one of the sheets that I used, which I can't remember which one it was for. And we've got the one for the Santa that I have left that I didn't use, with that gorgeous accent foiling just there. And the foiled one for the Home. So that is the first pack, which is the Festive Joy. So I'm just going to put these back away. So I'm going to go through all of these packs first, guys. Hello, Rhonda. Welcome on in. Shannon, yes, it is a lot, but that's just one pack. If you buy the whole Blockbuster, you get all 4 of these packs. I think it's just crazy. It's absolutely insane. The price that I think I saw on it, on Hobby Maker at least, for just these 4 packs, I think it was just under £50. So you do get quite a lot, and I think that also includes the little book. I would have shown you guys the little book, but I only have half of it, so I can't show you absolutely everything in it because they only sent me half of it to do some of the cards with. So I'm just going to pop that pack to the side, and we'll get started on the next one, which is Christmas Style. And we'll see just what's hiding in this one. I've really enjoyed working with all of these sets. I actually made 14 cards for this, so fingers crossed a couple of them do get shown, because I'm a child. So we have Peace on Earth. Now this one is a favourite. I don't usually like things like this, but I really like this one. It's just the colour. I think it's just the deep colours, because you don't usually associate such deep blues with Christmas, and it is such a gorgeous, like, little turtle doves. It's so lovely. And again, this is another one that I didn't expect to like, but I really do. So we have an Angel's Light, and this is just so pretty. It's just so much. It's just so gorgeous, and all of the accent foiling on the actual topper pieces, you can see that they've gone right in there with that, right in. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I like the little sentiment on there as well. When winter winds begin to blow and frosted stars begin to glow, an angel's form in softest white arrives to bring us Christmas light. I love that. That's just so cute. And then there's my favourite one of all of them. I think you guys can guess why, because I love cake. I really do love cake. So these are the Christmas cupcakes. I really do love these, and they do look so scrumptious as well. And you can use these to make a whole range of different cards. They're so cute, and I love that little snowman marshmallow on the top there. It's just so gorgeous. They really do know what they're doing with these. Oh my gosh, I forgot this better. So they've done stained glassed robins. So this is little Robin Redbreast, and you've got like the little saying as well there. You've got a couple of the sentiments, and I love that it's got that, like, it's got kind of like a stained glassed edging to it. The camera should focus. It's got lovely stained glass edging to it, and it's just, oh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. Hello Rachel, welcome on in. Good evening everybody. Love the HD Xmas Blockbuster. It is amazing, isn't it? It is so great. And here we have the Rockin' Christmas, which is like, I think I was watching Hobby Maker earlier on when it launched, and oh gosh, what's her name? I must seem like an absolute Anne-Marie? I'm so awful. I can't remember people's names. Hello, Maddie. How are you doing, my lovely? I hope you are well. Anne-Marie. I think it's definitely Anne-Marie. She was saying that you don't actually see rocking horses on toppers. And these are like silver foiled as well, which is a total not usual thing for Hunkydory to be doing. So I do like the fact that you're not just like having gold, like, don't get me wrong, the gold is gorgeous, but it's so nice to see something different with the silver. And I really do love the artwork on these as well. They are so gorgeous, and you've got that again. You've got the detailed foiling there, which is just absolutely fabulous. And again, we're getting into the card stocks. So in every pack, this is what you get. You get the toppers, you get the card stocks. You can buy the whole 4 lots, or you can buy one lot. You can, I think they're breaking it down so you can buy individuals as well. But these are just so stunning. And there we go. We've got that matching card stock with the foiling on it as well. And oh, we've got those one. That one that goes with the snowman toppers. I think I might have put them back in the wrong packet because I'm a bit of a numpty. Hola! ¿Cómo estás, my darling? Sorry, that was absolutely ridiculous. How are you doing, my lovely, lovely Adalice? So, we've got this lovely water one. Now, I didn't get the toppers for this. I was absolutely heartbroken that I didn't. And this was for Christmas on the canal. And they've got these lovely canal boats and oh, it was so gorgeous. Oh, so gorgeous. We have this that goes with the Christmas cupcakes, and that's got some lovely accent foiling along the top there as well, which is absolutely fabulous. And we then also have the non-foiled cardstock that goes with it as well, which I love, 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 love. And we've just got so much, and these obviously, these two go with the turtle doves that I showed you earlier on, so those are fab. I mean, isn't this just scrumptious? This is just scrummy-umptious. I love this. If this was printed on vellum, my God, I would buy all of it. And I'd be making arched cards with, or it would just be it would just be so gorgeous on vellum, or acetate even. Oh my gosh. Oh. For stained glass window effect cards, I just scream. We've got these lovely ones that go with the Christmas tree toppers, which unfortunately I put in the wrong pack because I'm an empty. But they will come out and we will see them, and I will put them back in the correct pack. So then we've got the two that go with the little angels, and I just love the accent foiling on that one too. You can see down the edges there. They are so pretty. Oh, I didn't put them in the wrong pack. I just put them at the back of the pack. So, as you can tell, I used this one to make a card with. So this is Deck the Halls, which is the toppers that go with the tree, with those two green cards that I showed you. Those two green cardstocks. And yeah, this is just gorge. I absolutely love this. So, what I did for the sample that I sent in for this, I actually drew around the inside of this, put it through my scan and cut, and made a card shape that is based off of that shape, and it just turned out so well. The layering just looked so gorgeous on it. So fingers crossed that one will get shown as well. And here we have the snowman, which is Snow Much Love. There was a sentiment, which was this big one. I used that on a card that was sent in, and a nice one there. But we still have these left that we can still use, and I really do like them. They're so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the last piece of matching cardstock that goes with that. Thank you. I did think it was a good idea at the time. I've just been trying to shake things that would make a cute tunnel. Oh my God. Right, so actually with one of the ones that you're going to see, I've yet to open it in one of the packs. I actually made an invitage, so basically a tunnel card, an invitage card with one of the, I don't know if I've still got the little book to hand or if I've put it away, but I'm pretty sure I've put the little book away. But the little book of Christmas that comes with this, I will cut one. I will cut one and I will show you. I will do that just as soon as I'm finished showing off these two packs, and I will cut that shaped card for you. And what I will do actually is I was planning on making a card anyway, so I've got stuff out to make a card with, but no one says we only have to make one card, right? So we're going to use these toppers. I will probably use this topper, and we'll build up another card. And we'll and I'll pull out the other card stocks that go with it as well. Oh my gosh! Look, you've got me picking out a project on the fly. I can't believe this. I'm just like, yeah, let's go with it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's gonna be fun. Right. So, which one are we gonna use? Yeah, we'll use. I think we'll use that one. Yeah, we're gonna use that one. Right. Okay. So I've got those bit out off to the side. We will have crafting on the fly. I've got 2 projects. Well, I only had the 1 project that I wanted to show you guys, but you know what? I'm going to do 2. I might need some coffee, but don't be sorry. Honestly, I absolutely love that you've kind of gone, yeah, let's do this, and I've got. It just makes me go, yeah, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Right. I think I've done the same here with some of the toppers. So here we go. I'll just move those to the front. Now, this is one of my favourites as well because it is a Christmas wish and it's got these lovely geese. They are so cute. And I actually used the big topper on a card. But I do still have all of these bits left, so that is something obviously I can use for something else. But I just love these geese. I thought they were ducks, but apparently they're geese. Which was quite sad because I love ducks. But they're still cute because they're geese. This is Christmas Cuddles. Now, these had 2 bigger toppers of these bears that were there. I used those for one of the sample cards that went off to Hunkydory. So, unfortunately, sad face, we don't have all the bears. Up next, we have Away in a Manger, which is really cool. I made a lovely arch, oh god, what was it? Arch easel card with this one. So that went off quite well. I really did just like the fact that it's kind of like, it kind of does look like a genuine kids, I can't remember the name of it, nativity scene. Yeah, so that's Away in a Manger. And here we have Santa's on his way. This is just cute as anything. So I used the little booklet version of this to make a big card with. The only thing I actually took out for that card was a sentiment. So we have all of Santa's on his way. So from the little book, it's just a bigger picture of this. And I literally just took 2 of them and I fussy cut out the grey, I fussy cut out Santa, I fussy cut out the top there, layered it up, and it looks so cool. It was one of my favourite cards that I sent off. It sounds like a lot of crafting. I think I also might need some coffee too. Well, yes, including the things that I can't show you that are currently in a box waiting to be picked up for Hunkydory tomorrow. In the last 2 weeks, I will have made 20 projects for Hunkydory. So it's been a lot of crafting. Up next, we have the Penguin Party. I could not bring myself to use this one because of this. It's so fripping cute. It's penguins in pants. It's so cute. Shannon, I need a vacation. My 7-year-old niece is here for 6 weeks and it's driving me nuts. Oh, girl, just drug the child and throw it in a cupboard. I'm joking. It does look like Happy Feet and it is so gorgeous. And again, it's the silver foiling that gets me because it's not just like the usual gold foiling. It's something different. And I absolutely love that. I so love it. Now, I know this one is going to get the lovely Rhonda because she is a big cat lover. Hey, Gaz, I'm sorry I'm late. Don't worry about being late, Suze. It's absolutely no problem. Gaz, I wish. So this is Meowy Christmas, and I know Rhonda's going to like this one because she loves cats. And I've not used this one, but again, it's that silver foiling that is just something different. And it's even got foiling on the little lights that go across it. I just think it's amazing. It is so cool. And this is one that my sister-in-law will probably be demanding that I make her a Christmas card with as soon as she sees it. Which is So Much Fun. And we've got all these lovely gonks, again, with the silver foiling. They are so cool. I'm loving the silver foiling. Don't get me wrong. Hi, Anne. Welcome on in. I think I got it. I can never pronounce it right. I think it's Anna. Anna. I think it's Anna. I've tried. I'm so sorry, my darling. I don't mean to destroy your name. So yeah, we've got these lovely Snow Much Fun gonks, and they are so cute. And I also like the fact that they've done these. So you've got the fishtails already built into them because, oh, I tell you what, I find it so difficult to do a fishtail on my own. I need to get one of those little, like, crimpler things that does it. So you just put it in and it does a fishtail, because mine tend to look like that. So I'm just glad that they're there for me and I don't have to do them myself, because I'm a big lazy what name. And here we have Santa Smiles, and this is kind of like a take on that classic Santa where he looks, it's just cutesy and watercolory, and I just like it so much. I wish they'd done a stamp of this, because I would have been stamping it on everything and making loads of different cards. And again, I like the little sentiment things where they've got the little, because it's different. It's not something that's just standard. And here we come into the card stock. I use an arrow punch to make fishtails. Yes, I need to get an arrow punch. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome on in, my lovely. Thank you so much for being here. A queen, you know, like as I say, a queen arrives specifically when she's meant to. So don't worry about being late. No one's ever late. So here we have the coordinating cardstock that goes with these again. So this is a special delivery that goes with those gorgeous little quackers that we saw earlier on. And I can't remember if that one goes with it as well. No, this one goes with the teddy bears. Because, yeah, I used the other piece on a card that I sent in. So we have that. We've got this lovely gonk with the top edge foiling up there with those snowflakes. So pretty. And you've also got the accent foiling on the gonk as well. I mean, just look how gorgeous that is in the light. It's amazing! We have the lovely foiled paper with foiling with Happy Feet. It's not exactly, it's not Happy Feet because what should we call him? Should we call him Joyous? Joyous Flippers, because we can't call him Happy Feet for legal reasons. Joyous Flippers, we should call him. Joyous Flippers. And then we've got this lovely one as well, which I think goes with Joyous Flippers. Because you've got those lovely little paw prints going across. Oh no, this goes with the cats. It goes with the cats. Yes. And then we have another the unfoiled piece that goes with the gonks, which is also very pretty. We've got the non-foiled piece that goes with the Santa, which is lovely too. And then the non-foiled part that goes with the kitties. And look how much fun that kitty's having. It's so cute. And I don't even normally like cats. And we've got this foiled bun for the Santa here as well. And oh my god, it's just so scrummy. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm not sure which ones these ones go with, but I could see myself actually making a cracker out of this, because it would do the circle really, really well, and those would look quite nice on the ends. And again, the same with this one. And then we have the non-foiled Santa, and you can see there where I cut out the enlarged shape to make the card with. So, yeah, we had lots of fun making that one. And it's just a shame that I can't live make the cards with you guys when I get it, because I feel like you get more of a reaction, more of a proper reaction from me when I see things for the first time. So I see it, like when I see it with you guys, you get a lot, you know, my reaction is a lot better. I don't know. What is a cracker? A cracker is something that we normally have on our dinner tables at Christmas. It's made from card, and it normally has a snap in it. So when you pull it, it makes a snapping noise. And on the inside is usually like a paper hat, a joke, a little toy, or something nice for you to have. And there's always a joke inside them as well. And it's usually a rubbish joke, like why did the penguin cross the road because it was cold, or something stupid. I don't know. I'm not good at jokes. But yeah, it's a white person. What's a white person? My thoughts exactly, Cheryl. And Cheryl loves making her own crackers. I don't know what kind of crackers we're talking about here. Aaron's being racist. And Aaron needs to stop that immediately. Right, so here we have the last pack. Oh no, one of the toppers has just popped out and fallen on the floor. Let me just pick those up. We have our last pack, which is the Let It Snow pack. So I'm just going to pop that back in there. Sometimes I pop things out and I don't use them. So here we have the Jolly Snowman, what's left of it. And I think that one's just so cute. It is a lovely little pack. And this one is another really good one as well, which is the Wild Winter, which has the horses. These look absolutely gorgeous. And I used the big topper on a card. So, yeah, I was... unfortunately, I have had to use these to make my samples to send off to Hunkydory. And again, look at that card, though. That's the card that goes with it. That's not foiled. Is that the... Oh, it's the foiled one, because you can see it's got that gorgeous... Oh, it's gorgeous. And the horse kind of looks slightly ethereal as well. Kind of like... I don't know. Yeah. It's just really, really cute. Here we have a Sparkling Christmas, which you can see I used quite a bit of. And again, we've got that silver foiling, which is something different, and it looks really, really cute. They do make such awesome toppers and cards. I just can't get over it. So, I said earlier on about the Invitage card that I made. It was actually with the little book version of these polar bears. So it literally just goes in, and it's so cute. It looks lovely, and I love how the cards. And again, it's got that silver foiling, and it's the pink, and it's the blue, and it's kind of like the icy. I really do enjoy this. I'm going to be making some cards with this one soon. So expect to see some more Christmas card making content. Yes, yes. So this is the non-foiled card stock. That goes with those bears. And this was the foiled card stock. So there was an extra piece here that was foiled, and it was really nice, but I had to use it on my card to send in to Hunkydory, so I had to. I couldn't not. It was absolutely gorgeous. So we have that part of that card left. Love non-traditional. Yes! Yes, Shannon, the non-traditional. How did you become a DT member? Just curious. So actually it was about October, November last year. I was actually working nights, and I was watching back the Hunkydory show from that day at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and it said that they wanted design team members. So I sent off an email. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can only imagine what I wrote. It was like, oh, I've got this much experience, I've made these cards, I've done that. But what I didn't realise is that you were meant to have attached pictures of 5 projects of what you've done. But I did put all of my socials on there, so they saw my YouTube, they saw my Instagram, so they've seen what they could see what I was capable of making. But obviously I just thought, oh, I didn't attach those 5 pictures, so I'm out of luck here, this isn't going to happen. And it wasn't then until January when I got an email from Natalie at Hunkydory saying that I had been accepted onto the design team. And I literally lost my proverbials. I was bouncing around the house like a 5-year-old. I literally rang anybody who would listen and tell me that that would listen to me to tell them that I'd got on the design team. So, yeah. That's how I got onto the design team. But yeah, apparently on the minute emails sent at 3 o'clock in the morning at work. So, yes, we have Swan Lake. Getting back to the products. I'd like to watch you bouncing around like a 5-year-old, please. Cheryl, that only happens in extreme circumstances. You may see me when I'm at Isle of Wight Festival if I do a little phone call whilst I might be slightly intoxicated. You might see that happen, except it won't be in a house, it'll be in a field. So we have Swan Lake. These are gorgeous. Like, These are classically gorgeous. You don't even need to just use these for a Christmas card. You could put that on the front of a card for a wedding. That is, or a wedding card. It's just a wedding card. Or even a lone swan. And I know we don't like making them, but sometimes we do have to, is for a sympathy card. There's just so much more that you can do with this other than just making it for a Christmas card. And I just love that they do that. And again, the silver foiling. Oh, I love the silver foiling. And I think there's a lot of silver foiling in this collection. I think it is pretty much all still silver foiling. So here we have Season's Bleatings with the little U's. And they are so cute. They do just genuinely look like they're so full of character and full of life. And the foiling, again, it's just immense. The detailing on it is just, oh, it's so fabulous. So fabulous. I just love it. I love it. And here we have Snow Place Like Home. So this is kind of like UK countryside. We've had a massive downfall of snow, realness. And oh, I just love it because it is all very much the kind of things that do go on, that does happen in the countryside in the UK. And again, with that foiling, the detail foiling, I don't know how they do that. I have no idea how they do that. I would love to know how they do that, because there are things that I'd like to foil to that level, and it is just gorgeous. And again, like this strip down here, this strip going down here, you can cut that, you can use that for an extra strip that you could use in conjunction with that. There's just so much to these topper cards where there's little bits that you can cut away. So like, even if you wanted to use like the little bit that comes off of there, you've got a foil accent and a nice little strip there as well with some snowfall backgrounding on it. It's, oh, gorgeous. I have a cross stitch kit. It's one U saying to another, use not flat, fat, use fluffy. That's cute. Oh my god, Winter Wonderland. This is just gorgeous. And I love the fact that they're walking their puppy dog and then there's a little puppy dog. It's so gorgeous and so cute. Together is a wonderful place to be at Christmas. Oh, it is so lovely. The only thing I would like to say that I would like to see, as obviously as a person who is in a same-sex couple, I'd like to see same-sex versions of this. You know, male, male, female, female. I'd love to see that. It would be lovely. But I absolutely love, again, I love the foiling. Oh, it's so great. And like on those frames as well. That's actually printed. They've printed it onto the foil, so you're getting all that gorgeous foiling coming through with that printing as well. It's just stunning. And now we're on to the cardstock. So we've got the robin in the tree. And oh, that accent foil. I just can't get over the accent foiling on these things. I genuinely can't. They're just so scrummy. I love it. And here's the accent foiled piece for the couple. And you can see all that gorgeousness there. You want this pack, Suze? I want it too, which is why I have it. I just want an entire pad of the swans. Yeah. Like I want an entire pad of the nutcrackers. I am loving the foiling on that one as well. So you've got that lovely edge foiling on both sides. It's so cute. Speaking of the swans, Rhonda, what do you think of that? That is just absolutely stunnerific. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And then we're going into the non-foiled cardstocks. And they all work so well together with the toppers. And they're just so easy to use as well. I love them. So here we go. There's that one. And we've got this one. I really like it. And then we have that one. So that is everything that comes in all 4 packs that I have shown you, which is absolutely stunning, outrageous, gorgeous and wonderful. I absolutely adore them all. let's put them back into their packet. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with that first project that Maddie encouraged me into doing. So I'm just going to pop that away down there. I'm going to bring in those pieces. So I need a piece of white cardstock. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. So what I originally did was onto a piece of white copy paper with a black pen is I'll do it now so that you guys can see it. I literally just popped that in there with a black pen. I went round the outer edge just like so of this. Just so that you guys can see. So I did that, and then I scanned it into my brother's scan and cut, and I made a cut file for it. So what we're going to do just now is fetching my scan and cut mat. Now this is a bit worse for wear because it's old. It's a bit old, bless her. She's done a lot of work. Bless her heart. She's done a lot of work. Unfortunately, oh, fudgesicles! It never lines up when I want it to. Right. So, home. I can't show you the pattern because I've already made it. So what I'm going to do is just set up the file to cut the main card. Hopefully that should cut it correctly. And no, it's not, because it's unfortunately the card slipped. So that's a me problem because I didn't attach it to the mat properly. So let's just pull that forward. It's what I get for being a silly banana. So here we go. We're just going to try that again. That's better. I did have that problem the first time I did it as well. So there we go. We have our card blank. So all I did was take two of those shapes on the machine, welded them together, and it's made that lovely card blank for me. Now, because it just did have a little bit of a judder, I'll just need to shape that bit off when I cut it, because that was my fault. The machine jumped. I think it's time for me to be getting a new mat. Bless it. It's getting on. It's getting on. Right, so I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And I'm just going to line up the centre of that with the centre just there. And score. So all I did was line. I've put a black line in my scoreboard so that I can centre things up a bit easier. This may be a little bit off because the machine did jump, so I do apologise if it's not perfect, but it does do it perfectly when I normally do it. So there we have that. You can see it's just jumped a little bit, but if we put it that way, if we do it that way, then you don't notice because it's the back. And we're going to mat and layer on this anyway, so it's not a big problem that there's that little smudgy smudge there. So again, what am I going to do first? So I'm going to do a gold mirror layer. So I'm going to bring cut that back in, and all I need to do is just cut the shapes from the machine that I've done. So we've got 2 matte layers. So I will do the larger one for the gold and the slightly smaller one for the next layer, and then we'll put our topper on. So if we select that and bin that, so bin that one. And I'm manipulating all of this just on the little screen. I wish I could show you, but unfortunately I can't because I don't have any way of connecting the screen to it. So and there we go, we have our matte layer. Now I could cut that down a little bit more if I wanted to. But the card is a little bit skewy, but that's my fault, not the card's fault. I think I'm going to have to recut the card base because I can't use that. That's just, yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. That's not a problem, we can recut the card base. But we have our gold matte layer. And then what I'm going to do is just cut the layers for what I want first. So okay, pattern. Do that and bin that. And I'm just going to get it to scan the card so I can put it in the right place. So what one of the functions is that I can actually tell it what where I want it to. So I scan the card stock, and then I can move the shape to exactly where I want it to be to make sure it gets what I want it to have. So what I'm going to do is put it we're gonna have to have a little bit of that on there, but that's fine. Oh gosh, it doesn't like being touched with a finger. Go. And now I have that lovely bit off of that. And there we have our perfect mat and layer ready. So I'm just going to use a bit of construction glue. Oh, there we go. A little bit of construction glue. And then we've got our mat and layer ready. But what I am going to have to do is I'm going to have to recut the card base. There we are. That's so gorgeous. And then what I can do is bring in that. And what I'll do is I'll 3D that up. It makes you want to get your Christmas stuff out. Get it out. Do it. Have fun. That's what I'm here to do, is encourage you to do crazy things. And I've still got all of that I can use. I've got all of that left. I'm just going to put that bit in there. Put that there, and I need a piece of... I'm going to use a piece of 12 by 12 because I'm pretty sure I might have undercut it. So home, okay, pull the pattern back up. What I should have done really is scaled the card down, because I can do that. I can scale the card up and down. Oh, not again. I'm not sure why this keeps doing this, but it's starting to get on my proverbials a little bit. It gets so far through the cutting process and then it tears up the mat. I think we're just going to have to say goodbye to that mat. And bring in the other mat. And I will bring in a nice piece of my Hunkydory A4 card block to recut the card. Now this time we should... Ooh, listen to that noise. That is a noise. I don't want that on there. Why is that on there? Get rid of that. There we are. Let's redo that. Okay, cut. There we go, that's better. And there we go. I've recut the card base. I'll just get rid of that other one because it wasn't making sense. This is an actual standard tack mat, which I didn't know I had, but I do. Right, I'm just going to quickly rescore my card blank, and then we're away. But this is the thing with live crafting, guys. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Everything is always a little bit dangerous when you're live crafting, especially if you're crafting on the fly like I am. So there we go. Hopefully everything's lit enough that you can see. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just going to pop that down there like so. And we can see here that this now, how gorgeous is that? Oh, I'm so happy with that. So happy. Because I didn't plan to do this project, I would have already had the card blank sort of done had I'd actually been planning to do it. So there we are. That, just pull that over there a little smidge. And this is the great thing about using that construction glue as well, guys. So there we go. We have our card blank ready to rock and roll. And I'm just going to come in with a little bit of foam tape on the back of my topper here. Where have I put my skizzers? There they are. And I'm going to put it into that orientation because of the side. And again, I'm just going to put a little bit of my construction glue on the back of these because it gives me that wiggle room as well to be able to move the topper and make sure it is put exactly where I would like it to be, which is about there. And I'm just going to have a look at this because I think I would like this one to go with it. Thank you very much, Maddie. Yep, and I'm just going to put a double layer of foam tape on the back of that one so it's popping up a little bit more. I do go through a lot of foam tape. I can't lie. I need to get some more. The joys of being on a DT, you tend to run through your stuff pretty quickly. Consumables tend to fly. And once upon a time I used to just be like, oh no, I couldn't possibly use that. No, we can't do that. There we are, putting that on the back of there. Running a bit of that on there. And I'm just going to line that up. So it kind of gives it that look of it's just been, oh, actually no, I'm going to move it over a bit more because that's a bit too, that was a bit too much. And then if I bring in my sparkles, and we'll go with, oh, how many have I got of those? I've only got 2 of those. So what we'll do is we'll go with the larger ones. out there. And then we'll put another one in the middle there. And there we have a gorgeous Christmas card. And you know what? I actually really like that one. Thank you, Aaron. So yeah, that is the first project that I'm going to show you guys. I'm so pleased that it came out so well, especially that card shape, because it is a lovely one to be making with, and I just love it. So there's that one. Now we're going to move on. I need to go hunting through the packs to see if I have any circle toppers that I would like to use, because we're going to make my favourite project out of the ones that I just did. I could probably get away with doing ovals. I'd need bigger oval dies though. I'm not going to be able to get away with using circle. Let's have a look, see what we've got in the way of circles, in the way of toppers in these packs. And I will make one with a circle. Oh, actually, could we get away with doing that? So it needs to be able to fit in there. No, that's too big. Darn it. I'm kind of restricted by the size of the dies that I have. I could not use... I was going to use that anyway. Oh, don't be a div. You can use that. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, but then I won't get that, will I? Oh gosh, I need one that's going to be on both sides. The same size. Near enough. On both sides. Because of the project that I want to do. So I guess we're not using one out of that pack. Oh, why is that one a circle? And then... You know what? We're going to use this one. We're going to use this one. Because I want to use those super duper cute little poly bears. And then we're going to need the appropriate cardstock that matches it. Because that's what we're going to make our card base from. Where's that? Where's the cardstock that goes with it? I swear I saw it in here. That's for the Swannies. Oh, I put it in with the... Well, that's me. That's me all over, isn't it? Right, there we go. Oh, maybe I can make a backing for that one. Yes, we can. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I've just had a brain fart. Everything's going to be fine. Right, let's see if I've got a die that matches up to the size of that one. That one is too big. So I'm actually using a set of dies that I got from Craftelia to do this, because I... Excellent, we've got one the right size. Yes! Right. I would normally be using my Hunkydory dies, but unfortunately they sold out of the circle nesting dies before I got to them. I just love this card so much. So much fun. Right, let's put that back down on there, because we're going to need those later, because we're going to put some sparkles on this one. Right. Then I need to get out some more A4 cardstock, which is not a problem, because we'll just use... Yeah, we'll get some A4 cardstock out in a minute. Right, first things first. I'm going to be using... this circle, and that's going to be too big for it, isn't it? Darn it. Right, I just need to disassemble this. I would Cheryl, but yeah, I want to do a circle thing. Yeah, there's a circle thing that I would like to do. I'd be fine if it was that one, but it's not just that one. I need bigger nesting dies. These are not big enough, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to use that. Well, I suppose we could if I cut it down with the next size down nesting die. But then how much of that would we lose? We'd lose quite a bit, wouldn't we? Because that one matches that one, which is what I need that for. I could get some silver mirror out and we could make another, but then that would be too close to that. Ah! Bananas! Right, we'll just have to make it with this one. Just have to make it with this one. Unfortunately, we can't use that one. So, first thing is first, we need a matching back for that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just line that up, and we're going to die cut out this circle. Now I want this to line up with the other one, and I'm going to put a silver matte layer behind it as well, so it matches exactly. Where is my scissors? Where are? Oh my gosh, I'm losing what's left of my sanity. There are my scissors. Here we go. So we'll just get that little die cutting sandwich put together. There we are. Just need to get a silver piece of mirror. And then we need the next size out behind that, which is that one, because that lines up with that one, and we'll get both of those chopped down and cut. Come on, you silly banana. It's been a bit silly. It won't stick. Why you no stick, silly banana? Right, put that for now. As long as those are in the cutting mat space, that's what we need. And then hopefully those should have cut perfectly, which is wonderful. And I'm just going to stick those two together. So now we should have two perfectly matching sides. So this is going to be our central spinner in our card. So you could use that side to write a little message if you wanted to. So that's going to be our central spinner. I just need to get a handle on my desk quickly because I've done made a mess. We know how I feel about messes, right? Right, there we go. We'll put those away. Pop that over there. I will get there. I will get there. Right, so I just need to get a handle on these things because it is getting a bit of a mucky mess. Mucky mess. We don't want a mucky mess. Right, so where are we with this? This is 11 3/4. So if I do that, I'm just going to snip this down to 11.5. So I'm just cutting off that 1/4 of an inch. And then half of 11 is 6, half of half is 1/4, so 6 1/4. Or is it 6? Wait there, let me just double check this. So it's 11.5. 11. Hello Francie, welcome on in my lovely. It's so lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in at work. 5.5, so it'd be 5 3/4. So I'm just going to score that at 5 3/4. Which then should have that fold perfectly in half. Amazing. And I'm going to take my largest, my second largest ring, and I want to chop that down actually. So if we cut that down to 3.5, there we are. That's how that's going to look. And then we're going to go in with our second largest ring, and we're going to line it up to cut it out. Now this might take 2 goes through because it is going to cut through the whole card. And then once I've cut that, I'm going to trim down the sides. Hello Caroline, welcome on in. Thank you for popping in to be nosy. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I'm just making some, well, we're making some cards. So we've already made this one using the card pattern that I made on my scan and cut machine. I was thinking of actually making it available as an SVG, but I'm not sure. I don't know how people would kind of cope with that. And we're just making this one with the die cutting of a circle. So I'm just going to pop that into my cutting sandwich and run it through the machine. Which should then, hopefully, I don't think it's cut all the way through. No. So I think we do need that extra metal shim in there. So we're going to put the extra metal shim in. We'll re-put that through the machine now. Sometimes it cuts first time, sometimes it takes 2. I've never had it take any more than 2. So hopefully there we are. And then I'm just going to do a little trim on the outer edges. So let's see what width we're at for this just now, which is 8 1/4. So I think if I chop in line, you know what, I'm just going to cut it by hand. Because I want those little star bits to be on there and I want it to look really cute. There we go. And that is now our card start. And what we need to do now is make up our cutting sandwich for I'm going to be making 2 of these anyway, so it needs to be 6 1/4. So I might as well just reuse the cardstock that I kind of failed with earlier on. So because I'm going to be using these as reinforcements for the ring. So I'll just put those in there for now because I can't. Oh, I'm just going to do it to that size. It's a bit of overkill on the sizing, but you know. So this was actually one of the favourite projects that I made when I sent them off. And it was genuinely one of the most funnest cards I've made in a long time. So what we're going to do is cut 2 of these out of the white cardstock, and then we're going to cut 2 in the gold mirroring, silver mirroring. He says, not gold mirroring. We're going to cut 2 in the silver mirroring. So these will be the reinforcements for the centre, and then we'll have the 2 on the outside that look pretty. And it does help if I actually centre those on the cut mat and not with what I'm trying to do. So there we go. Those will run through. And for some reason that one edge didn't cut, so we'll send it through again. There we are. So we have 2 reinforcement rings, which are cut out of this 215 GSM cardstock. So they are going to be the central rings for my spinner. I just need to figure out where I've put my I don't know why that's being a little sausage, but there we go. Should have some silver mirroring. That is big enough for me to cut at least one. So if we do that, actually, I should probably do a bit more like that. And line those up. Trim that mirror card down. Naughty word, Gemini. What die cutting machine am I using? I'm using the Gemini 2. That is my die cutting machine. There's not really a lot I do have specific feelings about the machine itself. but you know, I'm not all I'm going to say is in the first year I had it, I had to send it back 3 times to be repaired. So that's just a factual thing. That I kind of had to do, which is really sad considering at the point of purchase I did spend a lot of money on it, and I did like the company a lot that it came from back then. And why is it always one edge that doesn't cut? It's so annoying. Because now I have to reset that and hope I don't make a pig's ear of it. Oh, you're not in the market for a new machine. What machine do you use, Maddie? Just out of curiosity. There we are. Just set that to the side for a quick moment. There is that one. I'll need another sheet of my silver mirror. And I seem to have wrapped my cutting tape around that. My tape around it. There we go. There we are. I have both the OG Gemini and the Junior, but prefer the Anna Griffin Empress machine. Shannon, I have been thinking about actually getting an Empress machine. I have heard nothing but good things about them. Apparently the cutting mats are second to none for the Empress, from what I've heard. But that's just what I've heard. And just to save having to put that through twice, I'm going to put that on there. Let's flip and rotate it actually, otherwise it's going to get wibbly wibbly wobbly wobbly. Oh, you love the Empress as well? Definitely better than the Gemini mat. Yeah, I thought they might be. Although I do use a magic mat from scrapbook.com. I paid for it to be sent over from the US for me because, you know, reasons. Right, so I have all of my reinforcement rings. Let's just pop that there, pop that there. Aaron, have you seen the white cotton anywhere? You couldn't do me a favour and find it, could you? I think I put it on one of the shelves. I think. I put it away safe after the last time I used it, you see. Because I'm a silly sausage. Right, I'm just going to remove those flaky little edge bits that came off during the cutting process. I need to get a magic mat too. Yes, the magic mats are very, very good. I can't actually say enough about those. So, all I'm going to do before I do anything else is, because these are going to be joined at the centre anyway, I'm going to go round the actual ring with a bit of glue, and I'm just going to line each one of them up with a white backing, so that gives me the extra rigidity that it's going to need. There we are. I'm just going to do the same with this one. Just around the outer edge of with the glue. Sorry about this, guys. Oh gosh, I'm not even doing it and where you guys can see it. I'm so sorry. There we go. Ah. I'm just going to line that up with the other one. And because that die jumped, didn't it, when it was being cut, I just need to trim off that little outer edge. There we are. That will do. So we have both of our hoops ready. And then when they come together, they'll look a little something like that. How cool is that? Right, I will be just one moment whilst I quickly find the white cotton, because I've put it somewhere safe. I will not be a moment. I'm not entirely sure where I actually put it, but I did put it somewhere very safe. Oh gosh, I don't like walking away from them. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologise. Hello, Dawn. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining. So I found my cotton. I'm using white cotton because I don't have any clear, but I would suggest that obviously you would do this with clear. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where the centre is on this ish, and I'm going to use a bit of my, where is it, where's my tape runner gone? I use these things every day and then I look for them. I put them somewhere safe. I'm so silly. Right, so all I'm going to do is just lie that down there, and then with it being centralised, and there we go, that's picked up exactly where it is to be central, so I know the top from the bottom. And then on the back of this piece, I am going to just go over with a bit of my construction glue, if I can get it to come out of the lid. My grandmother gave me the Empress Mini, never told me to cut but told me to cut into the magnetic mount. I did try it once, but I did, oh bless you. Why is this thing not working? These glue pots can be right annoying. Right. There should be enough glue on that now. And then all I'm going to do is just line that up with that. I'm going to chop off the little protrudy bit. And there we should have our perfect little spinner. And there we go. And all I'm going to do is, and I like to use my mat to do this, so my glass mat, so I can see exactly where it's going to go, how it's going to sit and spin. And again, I'm just going to pull that back from there, and I'm going to go in with a bit of my I think that tape runner's done. With just a little bit of tape from the tape runner. And then hopefully that should sit on the tape, yep, and give us, come over here you silly banana. And that should hold that down. I'm not sure if this tape runner's actually done or not. I need to get inside and have a look. No, there's still loads left on there, I think. Yeah, I don't know why it's misbehaving for. But never mind, eh? It just doesn't want to know. Ah, there we go. But I'm just going to go over it with a little bit of construction glue all the way around the edge. But what I don't want to do is at the bottom is I don't want this to stick to the other part, because you'll see why. Is that we're actually going to sit where the card is meant to go, right in there, and then I'm just going to come around that edge with a bit more of the construction glue on the other side of that card. And I'm going to trim off that extra bit just at the top there. Just need to trim that. Trim it. Come on, you silly nana. Well, down you get then. Right, there we go. And if I put that way, I did want that to be the front, didn't I? Well, that can still be the front. So this is the front of the card. I'm just going to pull off a couple of the sentiments here. So, oh. We're going to go with Mother Bear at Christmas. I was going to be productive at work, but I guess not now. And we'll go with Just For You. And I'll tell you what, we'll use that lovely foiled bar to go along the edge at the bottom there. So how wide do I need that to be? I need it to be 6.5. I will manually trim it as well. So 6. Well, we're just going 6.5. Out the way you. There we are. Nice little bit of construction glue on the back of there. If it will, you know, actually open and let some of the glue out. Come on, you Nana. There we go. Move those out of the way. That will go a little bit over on each side, but I'll hand trim that. I do apologise for my coughing. It's a bit hot and it's a bit dry. And there we go. There is that. And use a little bit of my foam tape. So I'm just going to cut a little strip. Cut that in half. Put a bit on the back there. Put a bit on the back there. Put a bit on the back there. And then I'm just going to pop the just for you there. And we'll put the little snowflake the other side, maybe a little bit higher up. And we'll put the sentiment just there in the middle. Don't be a silly Nana now, will you? And there we have it. Aubrey, I was looking for something to replace my Collal all-purpose with since I only have 2 bottles left and I found Beacon 3-in-1 on Amazon. Oh, amazing, Aubrey. Also, welcome on in. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, it's so lovely to have so many people here. I really do appreciate it. I got kind of caught up in my card there, didn't I, guys? So I'm so sorry that I wasn't keeping up with the chat as well as I normally like to. But that card distracted me. So that is our lovely spinner card. And I actually made a very similar one for Hunkydory that I sent in to be shown off on the telly. So we have that lovely spinner with that. Oh, I want some sparkles, don't I? I can't not put any sparkles on it. I put sparkles on the other one. Where have I put those sparkles to? Naughty. Come here. Naughty sparkles. Let's get those twizzly tweezers out. And you know what? I'm just going to put a couple. I don't normally do it like this. Normally I do it with rhyme and reason and cohesion. Let's put one just there. And then we'll put another. Oh no, we'll go with a little one actually. Have I got any silver little ones left? I do, they're over here. Oh, you. That's a gold one. I need to take that off. We don't want gold ones on the card because it's a silver card, you silly boy. So we'll replace that one we just took off. And I think there might be room for another medium-sized one. Just there. And there we have it. And I think that actually looks really cool, even though it's on a bit of a slant. I think that's what makes it look, that kind of makes it feel a bit more special, that it's a bit slanted. So there we are, my lovelies. So this evening we have gone through all four packs of the new Blockbuster from Hunkydory for Christmas 2025. And we have made 2 beautiful cards, or at least I think they're beautiful anyway, but then that's just me tooting my own horn. This was the project that I intended on doing to start with, so I do also have to say a big thank you to Maddie for encouraging me to make this one as well, because she wanted to see that she wanted to see me make that card shape. So yes, we've made 2 wonderful cards. I think we're going to leave it at that for tonight, my lovelies. I will say a massive thank you to every single one of you for being here. Like I've said before, without you guys there is no me, and I'm so pleased to be doing this, especially with this lovely Blockbuster kit. Like I've said, now that my hours at work are a lot more stable, you'll be seeing more lives from me. I should be doing at least 1 live a week, and I should hopefully be demoing more stuff from Hunkydory. I'll be making more cards, and there will be loads of stuff going on. Just keep an eye on my Facebook group, which is Handcrafted by Gaz on the Facebook. Also on here, please remember to leave a like if you haven't already done so, and you like what you've seen, please do subscribe, and don't forget to do all the wonderful YouTube things that get me out to be seen by other people as well, because it's always great to have new friends. So on that note, I will say again just a thank you, and I will see you all next time. I love you all very much. A big kiss from me, and a bye-bye!